Sound like some Viking music, don't it?
Yeah, gotta get it out the mud, that's the only way to win. Who am I to point the finger like I never ever seen? Been through the ups and downs like the letter N. They don't let you through the door, better kick that again. Cause that's the only way to win. That's the only way to go. Gotta get it out the mud, gotta get it out the flow. Cause that's the only way to go. Let's go.
Shooting lights out. Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing? Hope y'all doing great. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Shooting Lights Out is live in this new edition episode here. Well, as you saw, Rivals Week has completed. Started last weekend and it started off the previous weekend and into this past weekend. So there are some games we got to talk about from the weekend. We also going to look at the standings and see where everybody's at relative to the playoffs, because we got about a good month left of regular season action before we hit the playoffs. We also are going to talk about the MVP race. The fact that the FISA car has been out for so long. Now the MVP race is not a clear-cut favorite anymore. It's not a one-away, as we once thought just a few months back. Nevertheless, we're going to get all of it to it today right here on Shooting Lights Out. Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching live on our Playmakers Blog YouTube channel, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. So anytime we go live, anytime we post videos, anytime we post anything on YouTube, you will be the first ones to know about it. Also, if you're watching on my personal LinkedIn page, Darnell Playmakers House LinkedIn page, thank you for watching on that platform. Slide over to the Playmakers Blog YouTube channel, hit that notification, hit that bell as well. But also hit that follow button. Follow me on LinkedIn as well while you do so. Just want to thank y'all for tuning in. And always remember, you can always listen to the audio podcast version of this: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, wherever else you can find podcasts. Now that we got that out the way, y'all know how we roll. First order of business is the news from around the basketball landscape. So let's go around the hardwood. And as we go into around the hardwood, a couple of things I want to get into before I get into the slides here. Free agent Amir Coffey has agreed to a 1-year deal with the Milwaukee Bucks. Sources tell ESPN Sean should write it back on Thursday. Coffey, 28, spent his first 6 seasons with the Los Angeles Clippers, averaging a career-high 9.7 points in 2024-2025, on 47.1% shooting from the field and 40.9% from three-point range. Good for him. See if he fits well with the Milwaukee Bucks going forward. Still, Milwaukee's a very big question mark this year. Still haven't heard anything from Giannis Antetokounmpo about what his desire is. So, still waiting on that. We're just going to see how Milwaukee looks now that they have traded away Damian Lillard back to, well, they released Damian Lillard and he went back to Portland. It's going to be interesting. You still kept Chris Middleton. You kept Pat Connaughton. But Milwaukee's a very, very big question mark going into this season. I wonder how Milwaukee is going to look going forward. That's what I want to know. Standing in the NBA, Raptors assistant GM Bob Webster won't hire president. Sean Sharon actually wrote this on ESPN. The Toronto Raptors have extended GM Bobby Webster contract. The team announced on Monday, today. This was about 4 hours ago. While the team will not hire a new president, Webster succeeded his former boss, Marcel Ujiri, as the lead Raptors executive. The Raptors part ways with Ujiri on June 27, one day after the NBA draft, and announced that they have enlisted CAA executive search to assist in hiring the team's new president. Webster will remain in the GM role. It's going to be interesting to see how that works out. Interesting to see how that goes. But Raptors still upcoming, still trying to do things, trying to build themselves back up to notoriety. So you got Scotty Barnes, which is a good cornerstone to have. We'll see if they can continue to make the correct moves and get themselves back into playoff contention going forward with that. All right, now we can get into what I have on the slideshow. The NBA approves the sale to Chris Holmes Group for $6.1 billion. The NBA Board of Governors on Wednesday unanimously approved the sale of the Boston Celtics to the group led by private equity Mercury. Bill Costa, a deal that values the franchise at $6.1 billion. The league said the transaction was expected to close shortly. When it does, Kuzma will take ownership of at least 51% of the team, with full control coming by 2028 at a price that could bring the total value to $7.3 billion. So by 2028, you're saying you're adding an extra 1.2 billion on top of it. Jeez, the Celtics are expensive. But hey, when you're the franchise that has won 18 NBA titles, you can sell for that much. It doesn't matter. So shout out to the Boston Celtics on that one. It is the largest price ever paid for an American professional sports team, although Los Angeles Dodgers owner Mark Walton has agreed to buy a controlling share of the Lakers in a deal that will put the value of the entire franchise at $10 billion. It's not clear how much Walters will own. Current owner Jeannie Buss is expected to retain at least 15% of the team. This is even very interesting. The previous record of a U.S. sports franchise was the $6.05 billion paid for the Washington Commanders back in 2023. The record price for an NBA team was $4 billion by Matt Ishbia, a mortgage fund owner who paid for the Phoenix Suns back in 2023. Man, this is why you gotta have a group, because it is getting more and more expensive to buy sports teams here in America. Woo! So Celtics currently $6.1 billion, but by 3 years it'll be $7.3 billion. This is getting real good. This is getting very interesting. Trying to own a sports team and make sure it works out in your favor. Next on the docket, Lakers to honor Hall of Famer Pat Riley with statue on February 22nd. The Los Angeles Lakers will unveil a statue of former coach Pat Riley on February 22nd as the Hall of Famer joins the likes of former team greats Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, and the late great Kobe Bryant in bronze outside of their downtown arena. The Lakers will fittingly honor Riley against the Boston Celtics, their longtime rival. Riley coached the Lakers from 1981 to 1990 during the team's Showtime era and won 4 NBA championships. Those years were 1982, 1985, 1987, and 1988. With Johnson and Abdul-Jabbar leading a exciting roster with a groundbreaking fast break offense, the Lakers went 533 wins to 194 losses, which is a winning percentage of 73.3 in Riley's tenure with the Lakers. You also add in 102 playoff victories over 9 seasons. The Lakers won at least 50 games each of his 9 seasons as coach, and they won at least 60 games in 5 straight seasons. He was named NBA Coach of the Year for the Lakers in 1989 through 1990 season. Pat Riley played for the Lakers in 1970 to 1975 and was a team broadcaster before becoming Paul Westhead's assistant in 1979. Riley was part of the 1971-72 team that won a league record 33 straight games and won the NBA championship. So, shout out to Pat Riley. Those are, the great Pat Riley. Coached the Lakers, coached the Knicks, coached the Heat. He actually won a title with the Miami Heat back in 06, if you remember that. That was the D-Wade coming out series there against the Dallas Mavericks. But he's been honored by the team that he is most known for, most of the basketball fans out there, the Los Angeles Lakers, with Showtime, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Elgin Baylor, Jerry Rice, a lot of greats in Laker history. So Showtime Lakers was something special to watch from the days that I was talking about. Great honor to see. Pat Riley, you have done an amazing job with the Lakers, even though I can't stand them. Yes, I still hate the Lakers, still to this day. Can't stand them. But shout out to Pat Riley. You deserve it. Long overdue, by the way. Showtime was in the 80s. Why are you just not getting a statue now? I mean, Kareem and Magic already got theirs. Why you didn't do Pat Riley when you did theirs? A short time afterwards. Why you had to wait till all the way to now to give Pat Riley his flowers? Better late than never, should I say. Better late than never. All right, the NBA and Players Union. Ooh, this is gonna get touchy. Back bet limits to curb manipulation and athlete abuse. Okay. With 3 players involved in a federal gambling investigation, the NBA and its Players Association said this week that they support further limitations on certain types of bets to reduce the risk of manipulation and combat athlete abuse by gamblers. But technically, this has come from an NBA spokesperson saying, quote, protecting the integrity of our game is paramount, and we believe reasonable limitations on certain prop bets should be given due consideration. Any approach should aim to reduce the risk of performance manipulation while ensuring that the fans who wish to place prop bets can continue to do so via legal regulated markets. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver banned former Toronto Raptors player Jonte Porter from the league in April 2024 after finding that Porter had eliminated his performance in 2 games. Porter pled guilty to federal conspiracy charges in July of 2024 and admitted in court to removing himself on 2 games during the 2023-2024 season to benefit associates who had bet the under on his statistics. In reaction, the NBA asked its partner sportsbooks to stop allowing bettors to wage on the under prop bets involving players on 2-way contracts like Porter was at the time of the alleged scene. The league now believes further limitations on prop bets may be warranted. Porter is one of 3 NBA players, along with Terry Rozier and Malik Beasley, known to have been investigated as part of a federal gambling inquiry. Neither Rozier nor Beasley have been charged with a crime. The National Basketball Players Association views on the Porter case as an outlier and has seen no evidence of other performance manipulation in the league, according to a spokesperson. The NBA Players Association is, however, concerned about the abuse athletes face from disgruntled bettors. NBA spokesman said, quote, players are concerned that prop bets have become an increasingly alarming source of player harassment, both online and in person. If tightening regulations can help minimize that abuse, then we support taking a closer look at them, close quote. And before I get started, the man that I needed to hear from first, I'm glad he's in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host is here. Cole Johnson is in the building.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the show can begin. I'm sorry, my bad. Hi, Playmaker. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing fine.
Your timing is impeccable.
So, why is my timing impeccable, sir?
Read the headline.
NBA and union back bet limits to curb manipulation and athlete abuse. Oh,
One
what
of
a
you,
tangle web we weave.
one of your favorite subjects from 2024.
It- s- the sports industry should have known better than this. Forget the NBA. The sports industry should know better than this. How can you embrace gambling, embrace betting on all sorts? How can you embrace it and not understand you're going to get a deluge of backlash? And then you have to come up with limits and rules for the players of your league to not actually participate in it. NFL's run into the issues with that. I've heard the NHL is running into issues with that. Major League Baseball, I mean, heck, they banished Pete Rose because of gambling, and they didn't unbanish him until he was cold and in the ground. And it doesn't surprise me we see it in the NBA.
This is honestly NBA, NFL, college basketball, college football, whatever sports league you want to throw out there, the WNBA. Guess what? When it comes to a certain color by the name of green, all logic goes out the door.
Yeah, you I hate to say this. You have to consider the color green with money the same as you would pink with a woman. Because when you see that pink with the wonderful glory hole that's called the juice box, all logic leaves men's minds. All logic leaves men's minds when we see that beautiful pink juice box. The same is true when we see the greenbacks and gambling.
Yeah,
Tula Plays says, "What's good? I've arrived.
how
It's
you
good to see you,
doing?
man. It's
Good
good
to
to
see
see
you.
you."
I don't know what these sports industry is gonna do, but when it comes to money, yeah,
Dun, 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 dun. Money, 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 money. Yeah, some people got to have it. Hey, hey, hey. Some people really need it. Yep. I mean, it's just
by any means necessary.
you're going to run into these. You should. These leagues should have known. Okay, so we're going to embrace Las Vegas. Las Vegas now will have uh, a place at the sports industry's table. You should have known this was going to result. You're going to have these players push the envelope as far as it can go and actually go over the cliff.
Not even the players, it's people in general.
Well, people,
We
period. But in this case, just dealing with the players, they're going to push the envelope to the cliff, and then push over it until you actually can say you shouldn't even do this at all.
you know what too. I'm gonna come back to this comment later on because I might be in agreement with you on this one.
Enough of the self glaze. Rivals week should be earlier in the season so teams are healthy.
I might be inclined to agree with that. Just
I disagree with not I don't disagree with your comment, Tulip. I disagree with the fact they even should have a rivals week in the WNBA, but I digress.
moving on. The Miami Heat get under the luxury tax as they sent Highsmith to the Brooklyn Nets.
So why are we having Udonis Haslam talk about this? Isn't he retired?
He works for ESPN.
I know. Just joking. Uh,
The Miami Heat traded for Haywood Highsmith to the Brooklyn Nets on Friday. A move that gets the Heat under the tax line for this coming season and creates roster flexibility. The Heat are also sending a second round pick in 2032 to Brooklyn, which Brooklyn is sending a conditional second round pick for next year's draft.
Not the New York Nets?
No. Shut up.
What did I say? I didn't say anything. All I said was the New York Nets.
You trying to be funny. That's what you're trying to do.
All I said was the New York Nets. I didn't say anything other than that. But for what you just said, I'm thinking we're starting to see a change of the philosophical guard down in South Beach. And you know, it's been Pat Riley's show for at least 25 years. And I think now we're starting to see a shift in philosophy. It's slow, but it's coming, and I think it might be good for them. Unfortunately, though, the Heat and Heat fan may not, all 10 of them, may not sniff anything past the playoffs for a minute. Oh, Tulip says these NBA players tend to have more money than brain cells to the point they end up losing both. That's all I gotta say about that. That's a mic drop. I 100% agree with you. But then again, I'm addressing this to all 10 Heat fans.
Not 10. Jeez. You saying Heat culture don't exist no more?
Heat culture didn't exist until LeBron James got there. Then they want to jump on the bandwagon and say, "Oh yeah, I'm a Heat fan." Then when he left, so did the other bandwagon members. So to all 10 Heat fans right now, hold on. It will get better. You're gonna deal with some lean times. So be patient. The bandwagon will fill up soon, but it's not gonna fill up anytime soon.
Man, they got plenty of things to do down there in South Beach.
Of course. You know, like tan, watch cruise ships pass, try not to recreate Miami Vice and all that type of stuff. Yeah, definitely. And they can watch, and they can watch the Midland Dolphins, and I don't know what you call the Marlins.
Dolphins. Wow.
Oh, are they Super Bowl contenders?
He said the Midland.
Are they AFC? Are they AFC East? Are they AFC East champion contenders? No,
they don't deserve the CD name no more. Dang.
No, I'm not. No, Miami Dolphins, but I'm saying their status is Midland because it's just like MJF. They're mid. But at least the Marlins would want to be where the Dolphins are. They can't even call themselves mid. They had to call themselves abysmal.
Oh,
but I digress.
To the WNBA.
No, to all 10 Heat fans, hold on.
Speaking of holding on, Fever fans are trying to hold on for dear life, which we'll talk about a little later on the show. Hoping Caitlin Clark can return before the end of the regular season.
I thought that's when she was supposed to return anyway.
When we get to what happened this weekend.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
You gonna realize why I'm saying the Fever fans are trying to hold on. Jeez, Louis.
Well, good. Hopefully, Clark Sexuals can shut it. Now, Fever fans, I'm with you. You're at least in contention for the playoffs. I mean, you don't have to concern yourselves there. So things
like
are looking up.
When we get to those standings, we will talk about that. But Fever fans, hold on. I know it's worth for you. I know it is. Sue Bird becomes the first WNBA player honored with a statue.
But Heat fan, there's more Fever fans than Heat fans.
Why you gotta take shots at Miami?
Because I'm speaking the truth.
What did Miami do to you?
Miami hasn't done anything to me. I love the city. It's just that you're dealing with fair weather fans in Miami. I mean, look, you've been down there. Come on now. You live in the state.
I don't been down there once. Okay, I ain't get the full experience.
But you live in the state. You know how fair weather they are. Thank you. That's why the fact you ain't debating me, you know I'm right.
I mean, like I just said earlier, they got so much to do down there. I mean,
well, Well, I mean, you could say the same thing about LA, but Lakers fans shows up. They may show up an hour late to the game, but they still show up.
There's plenty of reasons why that happens, but and it's really because how many people that's in goddamn LA.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Cool McKay's in the building.
Oh, cool.
What it does.
Cool. McCain is in the building.
Yeah, he owed me one. That's why.
Oh, Lord.
Man. Listen here.
No, listen here.
Listen here. Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
Anyway, to Stu
Sue
Bird
Bird.
in her honor as the first ever woman to get a statue.
She deserves a congratulations. She's one of the best WNBA players that's ever played. So
We talk about
she deserves it. The problem that I have is this should have been this honor should have been extended to someone like, I don't know, Cynthia Cooper.
I mean, you weren't here earlier, but Pat Riley's finally getting a statue from the Lakers.
Okay.
It took them long enough, but
Does Jerry West have a statue?
no. That too.
Then I find that to be problematic. Because even though I love Riley's contribution, but Jerry West's contribution to the Lakers far exceeds the one that Riley did.
And that's the thing. There are several of the pioneers of the WNBA who should have been a first statue above Sue Bird. Not that Sue Bird should not have a statue, but her being the first, that's
right.
kind of
see,
that's
cool,
ubiquitous
cool,
to your beginnings.
Yeah, see, cool now right here with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no issue with Sue Bird having a statue, and congratulations, she earned it. She earned one. She shouldn't have been the first.
Lobo.
Right. I mean, you can go down the list. Heck,
You know
even Diane Taurasi deserved one before Sue Bird. But
this is true.
But yeah. But
not that she doesn't deserve one, but first ever.
Yeah, the first. That's the issue I have. The first.
That's
and so
what the young people say is crazy work.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. She deserves the honor. It's just I'm like, she should not be the first to have a statue. The league has been in existence now. This is what, the 29th year this league has been in existence. So you mean to tell me in the 28 years, the 28 calendar years that the WNBA has existed, you have not had one player that has deserved to have a statue before Sue Bird? One player in 28 years.
They can't tell you that, sir. I can give you 20 off the top of my head. They can't tell you that.
May I speak some truth without somebody getting offended?
Okay, Playmaker, go ahead. What do you have to say?
This is me being completely honest, and I'm not offending nobody. You see what you did, WNBA, when you got rid of the Houston Comets? That whole legacy there can get statues because there's no team in Houston.
Well, you can do what everybody else do. You can do what they do in other leagues. Wherever that team move, they just give them statues there.
Yeah, I live in the city where that's the case.
Yeah.
I mean, they're awarding.
Matter of fact, they didn't even move the Comets. They just disbanded them outright.
Yes, they did the same with the Sting. So yes, understandable.
That's why Don Staley ain't got no statue.
Right.
But that's disrespectful.
I wasn't taking a shot at Cole. I'm just speaking facts here.
But that's why you have to bring back legacy franchises so that you can honor the stars who helped build the WNBA. Yeah. But what does the WNBA do instead? Oh, we're going to go to other markets when we've got markets that are begging for teams that don't have anything better, that this could be the cornerstone. Like Houston Rockets are a pretty good team, but they're young and up and coming. So even with Kevin Durant, do we expect them to win a championship? We know what's going on in Charlotte. There's a constant rebuild. So you bring in women's teams in these places, and you can then honor these past legacies, number one. And then number two, you can get built-in fan bases that are going to come and sell out arenas like you got in Golden State. What does the WNBA do instead? Whatever they want to do. Then you'll be crying broke again after you have all these new teams. Ain't nobody coming to watch them. Right. In markets where they don't care about women's basketball.
Meanwhile, you have markets that are hot for basketball, whether it's men's or women's, like Charlotte, like Houston, that get passed over and disrespected because, well, we put a franchise there, it didn't work. Hogwash.
Miami.
Yes, it did.
The Sting left because the Hornets left.
Speaking of Miami.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, Stu Bird, one of the greats in the WNBA history.
But yeah, you mean to tell me in the 28 calendar years the WNBA has existed, the first player in the league, in the history of the league, that deserves a statue is Sue Bird?
If
I would have went Lisa Leslie first, just my
LA
thoughts
Sparks
about it.
Still there. You could put Leslie and Candace Parker over there. I mean, and it's again,
Maya Moore. I mean, we can run down the list of who deserved it before Sue Bird.
I didn't take everybody. I said the.
Oh no, I know you didn't. No, I know you didn't.
I didn't want to take everybody because I want to leave some for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to be greedy about it, but I'm just saying when I hear first in Sue Bird, I'm like, okay,
yeah.
Some people may not like what I'm about to say, and if you don't, talk to God about it because I don't care. Sue Bird was consistency over 21 seasons. When was Sue Bird ever a superstar in the WNBA?
God, I want to say at a certain time, but I hate to say it. Never. Not saying that she wasn't a great player.
No, she was a hell of a point guard.
Yeah, it's
great.
But when was she ever
did we consider her like? Yeah, did we consider like an Asia Wilson? No, never.
No, and plus she had somebody who's currently with the New York Liberty as her teammate, which helped them win some championships.
Yeah, I'm just saying you got like when you're doing first. If you say the first in the history of something, it need to be somebody that automatically people say that was he, she, shim, them, they, whatever. There, we was the best. Or one of the best.
Did we just go to pronoun class?
Yes, we did.
So
I'm surprised. I'm surprised Cool didn't say it.
Thought about it.
I mean,
Jim, sure.
Definitely thought about it.
But hey, Sue Bird gets the first honors. It is what it is. Not saying she don't deserve a statue. But
the first. And the league has existed 28 years. And
that's crazy.
This is the 29th full season of the league's running. And she's the first WNBA player to have a statue. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And then back to the NBA because, gentlemen, we have our schedule of how we can watch NBA games.
All right, so NBC is taking over Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Okay. Interesting. Okay. That's interesting.
Yep.
So ESPN still have Wednesday and Friday. Okay. Yep. And ABC will still have Saturday and Sunday. All right. Well,
you might as well group them together.
So I'm assuming ABC will have Sunday afternoon, and then NBC will have Sunday night. That's what I'm assuming. Yeah.
They could flip flop too, And then you got Prime Video leading you into the weekend.
Oh, now we could see things stop in motion with the NBA like we see with the NFL. Remember, the NFL will come back in 3 weeks. And in about 1 month's time, we will see maybe 2 plays of an NFL snap, and then it'll freeze midway.
I haven't had a problem with that though.
Yo, Prime. I don't know if you not had no problem with Prime, but I had Prime last year, bro. And I gotta tell you, Cole is spot on. My boy is spot on, bro.
I'm like, why are you freezing? Like, like, really? You gonna freeze up in the middle of a play? I'm like, Lord have mercy. Okay. So now we have to expect that from NBA. Yeah, and then skip to live action. I'm like, so we ain't gonna see where you stopped and froze.
They be skipping like they be skipping like when you coming in late and watch Amazon Prime, be skipping like that.
On the money.
No, because I'll come in a time or two late on some of the games I ain't care about, and then you get in and show you about 10 plays, and then you go live. That's how it be.
So I guess your Wi-Fi must be real strong, playmaker.
I ain't saying that.
He got that super strongs.
Yeah, that's right.
With the booster. He got the booster and everything in place.
Booster.
He got the Wi-Fi booster.
Xfinity's been kind to me. That's all I can say.
No comment on that.
No comment here.
And that concludes Around the Hardwood.
What's up with the British accent, man?
that one was on purpose. But last week it wasn't as on purpose. This one was on purpose because you commented. I was like, yeah, let me throw it in again on it.
You have to say a pox on
That's right.
Commercial break here. When we come back, we get to close out rival week with the weekend recap.
We're doing NCAA basketball.
I just gotta say,
welcome to Ringside Chaos.
Thing with Tony Khan now being in talks to buy WWE, I'm going to be honest with you. I spoke to this with Ricky Litwinkowicz, aka the Master of Mayhem, and he honestly believes that me talking about Tony Khan buying WWE is basically I'm kind of wasting my time because Ricky believes it's never going to happen. Okay. Now, a wrestling fan that's been super supportive of Brody Lee as a wrestler and everything that WWE could have done with him and, everything that he could have shown and, offered for the wrestling business. For me, I wasn't just a fan of Brody Lee himself, like in character. I strongly respected him, as a human being. Like, I had a lot of respect for Jonathan Huber. That's Mr. Brody Lee's real name. So basically, I had a lot of respect for Brody Lee, Luke Harper, and of course, Mr. Jonathan Huber. Ladies and gentlemen, Ringside Chaos is available on all streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and YouTube.
WWE Shop is your online source for all things WWE. Be a part of the excitement and score wrestling gear for big events like WrestleMania or SummerSlam. From current superstars to legends, from Raw to SmackDown to NXT. Don't miss this chance to shop for the most awesome WWE merch. Shop for the best deals as well as WWE gift cards and save big on your favorite items. WWE Shop at Fanatics Experience.
Cool McCain.
You thought you wanted Gunther against Chad Gable, but you didn't. And I'm going to tell you why. Chad Gable would take everything that Gunther's done and bury it.
The Playmaker.
It was on site. AJ Styles walked out there, seen LA Knight. Oh, okay. And then LA Knight hopped out the car. Let's go.
Break down everything in TNA, AEW, and all of the WWE programming. Join these two kings, monarchs of wrestling, live every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central on the Play Caller Sports Talk YouTube channel.
It's going to be an interesting edition of Monarchs of Wrestling because the big news talking point from wrestling is what is going on with the Women's World Champion?
Not really. Not in my mind. But we'll get to that when we get there later.
Of course, not in your mind. You like to think different than everybody else.
And Big Jim laying the
We already
wood.
know what it is. We already know what
Big
it
Jim's
is.
laying down. Yeah, Big Jim's laying down the wood.
I
All
already
right.
know what it is. Ain't no thinking different. It's the writing's on the wall. Stevie Wonder could see what's happening.
Big Jim screwed the crazy out of Naomi.
This part doesn't help Cole Johnson because Cole Johnson was enjoying this run for Naomi.
I would still say
Ain't nobody
Chef's kiss
mad.
with
I
everything
mean,
he's been doing. Chef's kiss.
Oh no,
with
those
everything.
people mad. Trust me, those people mad.
I ain't mad.
Chef's kiss with
at the end of the day,
I ain't say you.
Big Jim could have been shot the club up. So it is what it
Who
is.
he punished that club. So I'm like, you do your thing, bro.
Did he punish the club or was it the other way around?
No, he shot that club.
The club got shot up. I believe the club got shot up.
Club got shot all the way up.
Every time. It just finally one of them soldiers said, "Ooh, so."
Before we get into the WNBA,
did that top row splash on that egg.
Oh my gosh,
Here. Oh boy,
y'all is terrible.
Why are Cool and I terrible? Why?
Just because we keep it.
Yeah, because we keep it real. Yeah. That's probably what it is. Okay, why are we terrible, Playmaker?
Y'all terrible. It's like Charles Barkley.
It's terrible.
We're terrible. Okay, why are we terrible, Playmaker?
Because y'all two just it's like a southern atmosphere when y'all two get together.
A southern
atmosphere. From the
Slangs
South.
and
Wait,
slangs and everything.
Wait, you from the South too? What are you talking about?
He's like he ain't from the South. Y'all Southern,
right?
Like where you from? New York?
I'm like you Duval, and you acting as though you from anywhere,
right?
But.
You no country, you Duval.
Country.
You more country than us. You Duval.
We
be hearing the slide through from time to time. We don't say nothing.
He must not been down to one Duval County very often. Ain't nothing country about this city.
We hear it. We hear it when you be saying stuff. It slips through. You be trying, but it slips through.
Now, what this is going to happen later on tonight. Mr. Rich Eisen is anchoring Sports Center from LA.
About mother loving time.
Congratulations, he's coming back to ESPN. And ESPN thoroughly needs him, desperately needs him.
I think this might be a one-time thing, but his platform is moving to ESPN. So
yeah,
the Rich Eisen is part of the ESPN umbrella.
Mm-hmm. So that means he's going bye-bye from the NFL Network then, right?
ESPN bought NFL Network.
Oh yeah. You know ESPN bought it.
That's right.
Yeah, just take everybody.
I forgot ESPN's taking over the sports industry. I forgot. My bad. Thank you.
WWE. PLEs. I guess they ain't gonna be PLEs no more.
There'll be
we'll talk about that on Mondays. I haven't heard any changes as of now.
It's never at first, sir. They never change at first.
We'll be seeing pay-per-views again.
But yes, Rich Eisen will be anchoring the 11 o'clock edition of Sports Center out in Los Angeles. Good. First time in 20 years.
ESPN will be better for it.
Yes, they would be. They would be.
I need to play. I should have set up some Mace welcome back, but I didn't want to get us a copyright hit.
I get that regard. Anyway, recap of the weekend of WNBA Rivals week. And there's a comment I need to put back up here. Cole, you want to tell me that comment again?
Tula Play said earlier in the episode, Enough of the self-glaze. Rivals Week should be earlier in the season. So many teams are healthy around that time.
I would also like to add to that comment that they should be actual rivals, because I don't feel like all of these are rivals.
And to your point, that's the reason why I look at the WNBA and say, why? How can you implement this and you really don't have any intense rivalries in the league yet? You really don't.
And you're not even doing geographical rivalries. Right?
Right.
You just got teams playing and saying, hey, rivalry, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pay attention to the fact they're not really rivals. Just we say it's rivals.
Right. So this one I'm gonna do. I'm gonna push this button, and I'm just gonna let Cole Johnson say whatever he want to say. Cause whatever he said, I'm not gonna agree with no matter what.
What do you mean you're not gonna agree with? If it's based in truth, you're gonna agree with it. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Lynx and the Liberty from Brooklyn went at it again from the Twin Cities this time, and unfortunately, the Liberty went down yet again to the Lynx, 86-80. As you can see, Courtney Williams led the way with 26 points, 10 and 18 shooting, 5 rebounds, and 5 dimes. Jessica Shepard and Kayla McBride, they chipped in each with 17. The Lynx put it on them in the first quarter, and the Liberty just simply did not look back. They tried to fight back. It just wasn't in the cards for them. The Liberty dropped to 21-13, while the Lynx improved to 28-5, and they strengthened their hold as the best team in the WNBA. As for the defending champs, they're like the Tom Petty song. They are free falling. I'm so sorry, Playmaker. I am so very sorry that the Liberty are struggling at this time in this stage of the year. And they don't have an answer for the Lynx. And unfortunately, they don't seem to have an answer for any type of team at this moment, because now they're starting to sink faster than a pair of 70-year-old woman's breasts.
Oh, that's sinking. That's sinking.
Did I say anything in which you could disagree with, sir?
May I speak?
I was gonna say this before I was gonna give the floor to you. Did I say anything that you would disagree with?
I would get you when I'm ready.
Really? That's how you're gonna be? I was being nice and kind to you, and this is how. Fine, okay, fine.
You did call them Brooklyn, so no.
He said they was sinking.
Now,
Wow.
Now, I hear Liberty fans, because you know I am in the Liberty group. Mr. McCain.
Yes, sir.
We go through this every year in the WNBA. Anytime they had a great finals, they want to turn into a rivalry, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is supposed to be the rivalry of 2025. You know what you know what the matchup is right now?
It's not this one.
It is Minnesota 3, New York Liberty
0.
Doesn't seem like much of a rivalry to me.
Without Breanna Stewart, without Nafisa Kai, it don't even freaking matter.
But they're still third in the rankings, though. They're still at the season winning today. They still are the number 3 seed.
I'm gonna get to that later on, and that's another problem I have.
Okay, all right.
We don't have Breanna Stewart. Wait till we get Stewart back, and she gets to mess with even Miss Smith and all that. We only got a month left.
But you're still in the top 4 in the seeding. So that means you still have a month left. You still have at least a first round home court advantage series. So
At least
things are still looking good. Yeah, at least. So things are looking up still.
I'm glad I picked this episode to have a certain conversation because wait till I get to my wait till I get to my slide. Wait till I get to my slide. It's gonna be a while, but wait till I get to my slide. Now we have 0-3 against the Minnesota Lynx. During the week, we got smacked by the Las Vegas Aces in another rival of ours in Las Vegas.
Don't look now. The Masons are looking pretty good now.
So, yeah, we supposed to get through at the end of the month. So we're gonna have about a week or two with her to get her back integrated with the team before the playoffs. And it's like, is that enough time? The way all of a sudden teams are starting to cook.
Well, I mean, it could be worse, playmaker. You could be the Sun.
Why you had to bring them up? Why you had to bring them up?
Because I wanted you to smile. You're putting doom and gloom to your Brooklyn Liberty, and I want to bring a smile to your face.
Well, so you want me to smile about a team that had a 21-point lead and still blew it?
No, not smile at them, because we know that the Suns suck. But no, I mean, smile that the Liberty are not the Sun. That Sun, not the Suns. But the Fever should be happy. They started off slow, and they got a dub.
They're not happy.
And they did it without Caitlin Clark.
They're not happy. I know they're not happy.
Well, and I know they're not happy from the standpoint of, well, we should be doing this with Caitlin Clark because we're rule the league.
No, they're not happy. Remember the article that I put up first, and it is like Caitlin Clark should be back.
I know Caitlin should be back before the playoffs. Yes.
This game, they end up losing Sophie Cunningham to injury.
So now they're down 2 big-time players. So they're now down 2 big-time players. Okay.
Now you see why I was saying Fever fans are trying to hold on just as much as Miami fans right now. They can't stay healthy.
Well, that's not the Heat fault.
And by the way, the new addition, Odyssey Sims, 19 points, 4 boards, and 7 assists, which begs the question of why did the LA Sparks let her go?
Well, probably from Cool's standpoint, probably wasn't pretty enough. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. That my
bad. Cool is in the background is like, I'm not here. You noticed this, right? He's like, I'm not here. I'm not here at the moment.
This was all y'all. All y'all. Y'all know how I feel about Connecticut.
Yeah, they're horrible. They try it.
Connecticut
they trade.
Nobody's rival.
Yeah,
the only rival Connecticut have is you could play the starters against their backups. Nobody else is that bad. They ain't got no rival.
Yeah, they're horrible. They're
if
horrible.
we're talking about Indiana and a rival, is it Connecticut?
No. Not even close.
But they want to be rivals. They have damn near swept.
No, they don't want to be rivals. The Suns don't want to be anybody's rival.
I'm not talking about the Suns. I was talking about the Sky.
The Sky want to be Indiana's rival. At least they have competitive games consistently, and we got something to talk about. There's reasons for them to want to be each other's rivals,
and they at least are geographically close to one another.
That's about the only thing that's making them a rival right about now.
The WNBA.
You're correct. It doesn't.
Kelsey Mitchell went off for 38 points. 11 for 22 from the field, 11 for 12 from the free throw line. So she was getting buckets whatever way she wanted to get buckets.
And the man who normally calls fever games has arrived. Snowman, he says, Snowman checking in. And what a game yesterday.
But there's
I
one
will
Fever
say-
fan that's holding on, even though y'all getting beaten up.
I will say Indiana should be ashamed that they had to go to overtime to beat the Connecticut Sun. They should
Yeah,
be
they was
ashamed.
down 21. That should be the
It
disappointing part.
doesn't matter. They should have been down to Connecticut Sun by 21.
Well, okay, so think about it this way: this was a road game for the Fever, and as we saw in the first half, they got off to a really, really sluggish and slow start. So it took them the second half to actually get going. They may have been a little bit of underestimation in opponent, but they found a way and they came out of Connecticut with a dub.
You know what the problem is, sir? I'm gonna go ahead and keep it a buck with y'all.
Okay, what is the problem, sir?
The problem is when you're Indiana and you're trying to be this big turnaround, and yeah, you missing some pieces. Your ladies are hurt, but you brought in some reinforcements, so to speak. Deja Kelly should be one of them, but she's still not there. But you know, that's neither here nor there. But there's this thing I say all the time in sports: you put your foot on the opponent's throat and you keep it there. So what Indiana did was they allowed Connecticut to put their foot on their throat, but Connecticut can't keep their foot on anybody's throat. They're Connecticut.
You are correct.
That's the problem. You don't let Connecticut have their foot on your throat. And you think you're going to do something in the playoffs? You think you're going to challenge anybody? You ain't going to win a series? And you win in overtime against Connecticut? I get you got players hurt, but this is the Connecticut Sun. This is like the Washington Wizards of the WNBA. You can't. Come on, man. Come on, Indiana. I know you're missing people, but I still, you can't let them take you to overtime, bro. I know everybody wants to swing the story the other way, like y'all were saying. Oh, they came back and got a win. That's wonderful. You should not put yourself in a position where you're scoring 11 points in the first quarter against the Connecticut Sun.
And
people should have been snatched out of the game. People should have been getting cussed out on the bench.
And only 29 for a half.
Yeah, visibly cussing people out. If you going in like this against the Connecticut Sun.
I mean, the Fever barely scored more points in a half than the Sun did in either quarter.
In a quarter. You got to do better, yo.
They got the dub.
But yes, the Fever ended up getting a dub.
They got the dub, but they have more pressing concerns. Rosterized.
Well, they're only concerned with Caitlin Clark.
I mean, she ain't gonna be able to do it by herself, but she come out to a team that ain't fully healthy.
Deja.
Speaking of the Sparks, they went to DC and they drew the short straw.
Well, if you look at it, right, these are two teams that I feel like are pretty evenly matched.
Evenly matched, and I would say on the same clip right now in terms of, do you think they're going to win a chip? No, but they either can play spoiler or they can actually sneak in and get the 8th seed.
Right, and then you have same record, so clearly, there's a lot of things tell you these two teams are pretty even.
Right.
And the Sparks, you gotta be better in the first half. Again, your goal is to come out and put your foot on people's throat, not let them put their foot on your throat.
And you have to play catch up the rest of the way. Yeah.
And you're playing catch up. And when you're playing a team that's as good as you, or at least in that same arena as you, and you spot them 5 points after the first quarter, you spot them another 7, so you spot them 12 points at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then you can't do no better than go even with them in the third quarter. I mean, you're probably going to lose that game unless you're going to have a monster fourth quarter. And Kelsey didn't show up with a monster for fourth quarter, so they lost.
I know everybody's been looking at Paige Beckers as the head rookie, but these two rookies here in Washington, they don't get enough love
because it's a cancel out effect.
Because they play for the same team.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah. And that's the argument I always say to people about, like, when they talk about MVPs, and you have two guys or two women who put up similar stats. I'm like, they're not going to win MVP because they're going to cancel each other out.
Exactly. It's a cancel out effect.
Mm-hmm.
It's ugly, but it's real.
Yeah.
Sonya Sutra with 24, Kiki Aronfant with 18 and 10.
These two ladies are hooping though. They definitely are hooping. They better.
There's a bright future in the capital.
Yeah, they better be on the all rookie team. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing from the Mystics.
Future's bright in DC.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Paige, this was make Coach Johnson very happy.
The best player in the league, showing you why. Yeah, I mean it's as if she's taking the second half personal, and I'm loving that. This is a dog right here. She's taking the second half personal. Y'all talking about Nafisa Collier. Y'all forgetting about me. Let me show you what I can do.
Shorty in Atlanta. She probably won't even acknowledge her name. She probably just say, "I'm talking about old girl in Atlanta."
Talk about that Shorty in Atlanta. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let me show you what I can do. And she
freaking Wilson.
Yeah, and she's put up 30-20 games, and just looking like the old form of the last 2 years. All of a sudden, and it's not a misnomer. And it's not a surprise that you see her put the team on the back. They end up having a 7-game winning streak.
Mm-hmm. You know what else she said? She said, "Darnell Playmaker Silence. Put some respect on my name." That's what she said to you, sir.
34 points on
I have respect on the name.
11-14 from the free throw stripe, along with 8 boards and 3 blocks. I mean, she's not just doing it on the offensive end. She is one of the best two-way players in basketball. I'm not even talking about just women's basketball. She's one of the best two-way players in basketball. So, yeah, and Asia's like, it's time that you all remember who I am.
You know what she also said? She also said, "Respect on it."
It also helps.
Say it no more.
It also helps when your coach listens to the team.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Drew Lloyd decided. That's how Drew Lloyd started coming off the bench now, and all of a sudden, it's a whole new team.
Put some respect on it.
Oh, and by the way, I don't know if y'all noticed, but Drew Lloyd coming off the bench was actually Drew Lloyd's idea.
And I ain't gonna say it.
Drew Lloyd volunteered to come off the bench.
Normally, some of the best ideas do come from the players. Prime example. Bad Boy Pistons, 1989, when Mark Aguirre started. The team struggled out the gate, and it struggled all the way to January. He saw how Robin was. He saw the energy of him. He actually went to Chuck Daly and said, "Let me be the sixth man. Put old Robin in there." And then they won I think if I'm not mistaken, once they did that, they won 25 of their next 26 games en route to their first NBA championship. So, yeah, it pays to have the coach actually have the pulse of the team, and to have the coach actually listen to the players and say, "Okay, if you think this is the right thing, cool, let's do this."
7 straight wins for the Aces. Here come the Aces.
Never count the Aces.
Yeah.
And then somebody else wants their name to be mentioned as well.
Oh, Alyssa Thomas. Triple-double. In that very good and competitive 85-82 victory over the Storm. Like I said, I think
now you want to talk about a team that's free falling for real.
Yeah, the Storm are. Yeah.
They didn't free fall all week though.
But yeah, right now you have I feel for you, playmaker. So you're in this mix where you got to battle the Dream, the Aces, and the Mercury for the number 2 spot, the number 2 seed. And the problem that I think that you're facing with the Liberty is you got the other 3 teams are probably showing that they're a little bit hungrier than the Liberty are right now. And yeah, you could say, well, yeah, the Liberty are dinged up. Well, unfortunately, it's par for the course. Every team has to lick wounds. But the Dream, the Aces, and the Mercury, they look like they are wanting to have that number 2 spot very badly. Maybe just a little bit worse than the Liberty do.
This coming from the guy that keep telling me the Liberty just need to get in.
Yes.
They just need
Liberty,
to get in.
yes,
Don't even matter where they play it. Just get in.
Yeah, the Liberty could be the 7th seed. All they need to do is get in, and they're going to have that belief that they could turn on that switch and beat every team they play in the series.
I don't disagree with that.
Now, am I subscribing for them to do that? No, but
that's what it looked like they doing.
but I think it would behoove them to show that they can play with these teams and they have the hunger to want to at least host 2 rounds of playoff games.
And I got Cindy Brown Della smiling and shaking Coach Reed's hands after the goddamn game. Just smiling for.
They're smiling because they're on the Liberty's trail.
Just took a third loss to the Lynx and you smiling. I don't need you smiling.
Well, but they're also smiling because they realize the Lynx have our number. We can't do anything with them.
And everybody want to say, we can't beat the Lynx. We did it in October. Last year doesn't translate to this year.
Yeah. It sucks. Now let's go back to Brooklyn.
Alyssa Thomas, fifth triple double of the season.
Can I ask y'all something real quick?
What's up, Cole?
Don't Alyssa Thomas look like she would say, "Don't play with me and don't play with God"?
Well, the way she played this game, I would agree. I think that is what she said. You don't play with me and don't play with God.
Period. You don't want to play with her.
Yeah, she looked like she would say that on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to throw that out
there. She plays.
I love that. I love a player like that, especially a woman player like that. I love that. I love that attitude. Yeah. I'm not here to F around. And if you are, you better get off this court because I'm gonna make a mess out of you.
Well, speaking of effing around, Cool McCain.
Oh, the Dream. Right now, they're the hottest team other than the Lynx in the WNBA right now.
We get in there. She's back. We need Ryan Howard for this stretch. She's back. See, this is what I love right here. I don't care about no MVPs and all that and being in talks. Now, Nas, I still need to be looking at her for most improved player and 6th person. Those need to happen.
I'll say most improved because she's actually inserted into the starting lineup. I think that.
But she has come off the bench for enough of the season that she can't start more than she came off the bench.
The way she's playing, you might be right. She might be your most improved player for sure.
Because to be the 6th person or 6th man or 6th woman, to be that, you just need to come off the bench more than you started. She started the year on the bench and she just got inserted, so she can't play enough games as a starter to overtake how many games she came off the bench. Bam!
No argument out of me on that.
You think they're gonna stop the media people from not voting correctly?
They ain't gonna give her both of them. Ain't nobody from the Dream gonna get 2 awards.
And this is
she'll probably just get most improved.
And this is what makes the Dream dangerous. Remember earlier this year, I said if Alicia Gray had help with the rest of the team, how this team will take off. Look at what we're seeing now.
And up against Seattle earlier in the week, but nobody's perfect.
Yeah, no. I don't expect it to win every single game, but they're gonna win. They're gonna win more than their fair share. And obviously, all they needed is to have a cohesive unit together. If they coalesce around her and they find a way to have good chemistry with her, there's no limit to where this team can go.
And
right now, look at it.
And they're better with
BG.
Yeah, on the bench.
Yeah, Brady Grant on the bench. I agree with that too.
On the bench, Brianna Jones and Nas Hillman. That's the starting lineup. That's who need to be starting, and the ability of them to spread out the scoring. You can't take away one player when Ryan Howard's doing her thing, Brianna Jones, Alicia Gray, and Nas. So they're all doing their thing. There's not one person to take away. And when you can't take one person away from the Dream, there's gonna be some problems.
And that's why I said that. That's why I said that.
I would like to know what was said at halftime. Okay, there was an ugly game in the first half. Very ugly game in the first half.
Oh, they got took in their locker room and they got cursed out. That's what happened.
You mean to tell me all you can muster against this team is 25 points?
Right.
25 points. That's all you could do in a half? Come on now. You could do better than this.
If that's all you got, you can sit your ass on the bench and I'll find somebody who want to play.
Yeah. Otherwise,
should have been said.
Otherwise, we should be on the first thing smoking back to Atlanta. Come on now. We could play better than this.
That first half was ugly. Jeez.
And yes, you saw with the Dream, they put up more points in the third quarter than they did the first half.
They put up more points in the fourth quarter than they did in the first half.
But that third quarter is pivotal when you're down at halftime bad.
Exactly.
Right? That third quarter is pivotal. If you can't get back into the game, it doesn't really matter what you do in the fourth. Like, to be 100% honest.
Yeah.
And another team I'm going to say, I'm not going to say shame on the Dream for being down to Golden State, but shame on the Dream for coming out like they already have won.
Yeah. Shame on them for coming out lackluster. And I'm glad you said that. That's the only issue I have with this team.
Yep.
They can't have the attitude of we're better than you. All you have to do is just roll the ball on the court. They have to still play hungry, and they still have to play like you said, play like, okay, we want to put our foot on your necks. And that has to be the mentality from opening tip off. Yeah, opening tip off. That has to be the mentality. We want to put our foots on your necks, and we want to keep it there all throughout the rest of the game from the jump.
And the worst thing is Golden State was out there stinking it up in the first half too.
Right.
I was saying, it was an ugly first half.
I was gonna say, and if they weren't this game, we would have a whole different conversation.
Right. If Golden State was playing like they did in the second half in the first half, then it's a little trickier for Atlanta. But thankful Atlanta, be glad. We're gonna say it was a defensive battle in the first half. That's what I'm gonna use since my team was involved. So I'm gonna say.
Well, playing that Golden State, it's gonna be a defensive battle.
You can't tell in the second half, sir.
The second half, some words changed at halftime.
Yeah, I'll tell you what them words. I don't know the exact words, but the wording was basically, "Is that all you got?"
That and that and heifers, please. Come on now.
Yeah,
you gotta do better than this. 25 points. We get the Valkyrie is a good team. Valkyrie's a good team, but still 25 points. That's all you could do in the half. Please show me that you actually have any type of effort, any. Because you most certainly didn't these first 20 minutes. Please show me that you have some effort.
At halftime, like, bro.
So the Atlanta Dream, they continue to roll, and then we get to the standings.
See, look at that. Fever fans don't have to concern themselves.
Hold on. So which parts we want to start with first? You got the blue, you got a yellow, and you got a red.
Why'd you have to highlight the fine? Okay, fine.
Let's start with the yellow.
Yeah, we'll start with the yellow, go down to the red. Let's start with the yellow.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start right here with the 6th seed, the Indiana Fever.
Okay.
Why they are in the yellow, playmaker? Because they can possibly go either way at this moment in time. Because one, they running out of bodies right now.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies.
I was thinking the same thing, sir.
I figured you were.
They running out of bodies, so that can be a detriment to them. But the way Kelsey Mitchell has been balling.
She said, I put these heifers on my back.
They can be in a battle to grab a home court advantage in the first round.
You better you should perform in Indianapolis, Jim Jones. I'm sorry, my bad.
So that's why Indiana's in the yellow, because they can go either way depending on what's going to be more. What's the word I'm looking for?
Feasible,
advantageous,
yeah, more feasible, or advantageous could be a negative content. So that one,
or disadvantageous. Yeah,
they are beaten up. You lost 2 players for the entire season. That's why you had to bring in Odyssey Sims. You already don't have Caitlin Clark. You're hoping to get her back before the end of the season. And now you're down Sophie Cunningham.
Deja Kelly. Go ahead.
So, will the injuries take a toll on the Indiana Fever and they go the opposite direction? Or can Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston keep the team afloat until the one Caitlin Clark comes back?
I like this version of Aaliyah Boston. I want to say, by the way, this is rookie year Aaliyah Boston. This is not stepping back and giving someone else the reins to my team, Aaliyah Boston.
Oh no! Oh wow! Why are you coming after Aaliyah Boston's
I'm not
neck
coming
like
after Aaliyah Boston. I'm just keeping it $2.
Oh, not one under $2.
$2. You know what I'm saying?
I can't disagree with what you're saying, though. I think the team is better with her actually being more aggressive. I agree with you.
And if they want to go do anything in the near future, she's going to have to learn how to play this way with Caitlin Clark.
Right. Because that's the only way the Fever actually can be WNBA championship contenders.
Because Aaliyah Boston is a monster. Don't forget that.
Yeah. Right. She was a monster in South Carolina. So, yeah,
but
definitely.
Don't be out there playing timid.
Right. Yeah, I 100% agree with you. She has to maintain playing like this when Caitlin Clark gets back on the court with her.
All right, that's the yellow. What's the next color?
I'll go with the red.
Yeah,
red.
Yeah.
These teams here is only 2 spots. So 2 of y'all getting eliminated.
Right.
Maybe only one of y'all, depending on how Indianapolis goes.
That could be true.
Yeah, it could be true. Let me see. The Valkyries, the way they keep playing, yeah, I know they took a 16-point L to the Dream, but the way they have been playing this season, you would not think this is an inaugural season for a franchise.
I'd agree.
They are in great position.
Mm-hmm.
To be the 8th seed is a good position. Being the 7 is a great position. So yeah, I like, and they're only a half a game from 6. Great position. I feel
and they actually own their head-to-head tiebreaker against Indiana.
The team I feel for the most right now
is
Seattle
Storm. Cool. Wasn't they ranked in like 3rd when we was going into the All-Star break?
Yep.
They are all the way down to the final spot.
And they better be glad they're there because we should have beat them and they shouldn't even be there.
And they're half a game from not even being in an 8th seed spot.
They should be 9. But we played with our food.
There you go.
And then the LA Sparks, who started off sluggish to begin the season.
On. Yeah, they're coming on now.
All of a sudden, they're right where they want to be at.
And they're right in the thick.
They go as Kelsey Plum goes.
100. That's the key ingredient to me. I need to see Kelsey Plum. I need her to. She played alongside her. She needs to get her Asia Wilson on.
I remember, she left because she wanted to have her own team. That's why she asked for a trade.
Exactly. So now
if you want your own team, then you got to show that you deserve your own team, Kelsey.
You got your own team. Now you got to step up and be in that role.
Kelsey Plum did an interview, and they matter of fact, she was on Sue Bird's show, ironically, and she talked about why she left Las Vegas. They wanted her to take a pay cut and make her the 4th option on the team.
I mean, the Aces are thick with talent, but yeah.
It's disrespectful.
And I agree. I mean, it is. But this is what she wanted. Now she has the opportunity.
Well, I don't think she wanted to be the number 1 option. We clearly know who the number 1 option is. And she was cool.
Oh, no. She wouldn't be number 1 option there. No. But to Cool's point, I think she wanted to be the number 1 option somewhere else. Yeah.
When you have a certain type of drive, you're not satisfied with being Scottie Pippen.
No.
Or Kevin McHale. We can name many others. There's nothing wrong with being those players, but that's only if that's your level of intensification. Some people, I need to be her or him. And or they. Or we.
Oh.
But oh boy, just had to keep the theme going. But some people want to be that person. And when you want to be that person, you're not going to be satisfied until you get that. And that's what Kelsey wanted. And I don't knock her for that because that's how I am. Nobody's a second string backup option.
And don't forget, we talked about the murder, but the look at the misses led by the Rickies.
And they're on the come up too. They're on the come up.
Yeah. So them being technically the 10th seed, but basically tied with the Sparks for number 9, and they're only a half game away from the 8th seed. The Mystics are also right where they want to be too.
Yeah. Golden State and the Mystics are mucking up the expectations.
They are. Because I think everybody expected both of them to be a whole lot worse than they are. Yeah.
And Seattle like they're on a free fall. And in Indianapolis, we got to see what happened.
Mm-hmm. And then that leaves the blue. Mm-hmm. Who wants to have home court advantage at least for the first round?
Because that's really what it's about. Because none of them going to touch the links.
That's why I ain't put them in the box.
Yeah. None of them going to touch
them. Just want Atlanta to win a playoff series.
So you don't care where they're seated.
I just want Atlanta to win a playoff series.
Yeah, so you don't care where they're seated, just as long as they have some playoff success.
Okay. We need to win a playoff series.
So
that's growth.
So yeah, so for you, it's not necessarily where your team is seated. You want to see them build confidence in the playoffs.
Yes, by winning a series.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go out and actually see what it feels like to win in the playoffs. So if we could do that from a higher position at home, I'm with it.
Yeah, so I feel you, because they could do that from the numbers. They could do that from the number 5 seed.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not worried about it because we're not about to. I don't think we're going to compete for a championship this year. I think this is a year of development, and this is a year of you got Naz Hillman playing a lot better. You got Ryan Howard back in there. You know, you've got several ladies that have stepped their game up at certain times and sometimes together. So if you can build off that this year, win a playoff series, hey, you know, if we mess around, get to the finals, that'd be great. But if we could just win a series, I'm happy.
Playmaker, this is where I think the rubber will really meet the road for the Liberty. If they have to fend off the Aces for the number 2 or number 3 seed,
and that could be a problem.
I think you will hate how that. Yeah, I think you will hate that. Or
basically, what you're saying is we are in the position that the Aces are in last year.
Basically.
And that did not work well for the Aces.
It did not.
It did not. And it wouldn't work well for the Liberty either. But to me, I think that is the danger.
And yet you want to calm me down.
Yeah, because
I see what's happening right now.
Yeah, you still got to relax about it, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You still.
I don't want to relax when I have to see the Minnesota Lynx in the semifinals.
Well, you're gonna have to see them at some point.
Let that be the finals, please. At least that's the best of 7. I get at least 4 cracks.
But your team's good enough to where you can get a gauge as to if you can beat a team in a shorter series. And I think if you do get a healthy Breanna Stewart back, I think your outlook for the Liberty would be far different.
Yeah.
Hey, it's too many freaking injuries, not just the Liberty. It's too many freaking injuries that there's no exact timetable when players are coming back. And that is an issue.
Yeah.
I was worried about Ryan Howard for a minute. I ain't gonna front. We was holding it down, but I was like, yo, we need her back.
Yeah. But unfortunately, that's
sports.
Every team has, it's sports. And in the WNBA, this is the season. This is the time of year where you have to actually think, oh Lord, will we have a full roster going into the stretch drive in the playoff run? I mean, we're now 10-ish, 11-ish, 12-ish games left in the regular season.
We have a good month to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the month of September, and that is it.
Yeah. You know we ain't gonna see many games because they don't want to put games on TV. So,
and they won't probably market it properly until we get to the playoff portion of the season.
They don't act like they've been marketing it all year.
Right.
So that's the standings going into the final stretch of the season. A lot of questions will be answered within a stretch.
Yes, they will.
Yes, they will.
Break here, and then we're gonna get into a very interesting topic that deserves to be talked about.
Why is Playmaker smiling like that? Oh Lord.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Shop hats and official sports gear at Liz. Liz is the leader and #1 destination for hats, gears, and everything that moves you, making it the perfect shop for fans to find official sports hats, merchandise, and gear. Represent your team, your town, and your style with a snapback adjustable fitted hat or beanie from thousands of college and pro teams. Browse the very latest sports jerseys and t-shirts from the best teams out there. Liz has officially licensed professional and college sport team apparel and hats featuring the hottest brands and trends. Shop online or visit one of the 100 stores across the country. Locker Rooms by Liz.
The Big Ten.
You can say you're not impressed. You can say you're not happy. You can say all these things, but no, whatever the case may be, the Buckeyes are on top of the football world. And it's just where it is.
The SEC.
And what does Georgia do? Well, as a team that has a championship pedigree would do, they came out full guns blazing, just like a tested SEC team would do. And
Big 12.
That team right there that is ranked 15 that put up 45 points.
Yes, sir.
They were picked dead last at the beginning of the season.
The ACC.
Starting with the biggest name first. Chapel Bill now. It's no longer called Chapel Hill. It's called Chapel Bill because Bill Belichick is now the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels. The CLP rankings, do away with that.
Right.
Do away with it.
Bring down the gridiron on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts.
Sports fans are gearing up, whether it be for the madness of March, whether it be for the Super Bowl, or even a little thing called WrestleMania. You can get all that at Fanatics, where they have a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, the NHL, the NCAA, and the WWE. So go on and show that pride, that passion, that dedication fan that you are by whipping your team, your league, all your favorite players. Fanatics, official license, everything.
Rams fans all around the world.
It's a beautiful thing to be a Rams fan right now. Stafford's back. Running back Kerryon Williams to a return.
Lend me your ears, or should I say lend Playmaker your ears, as he breaks down week by week everything in the Los Angeles Rams canon.
Number 99, Aaron Donald. Can't wait for 2029 to come to know that you are going in the Hall of Fame, and it should be first ballot, no questions asked.
Join the Playmaker as he breaks down everything Los Angeles Rams style in Ramily Talk on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts.
Yeah.
If you're a football fan, I have good news for you. Starting this weekend and all the way through February, live football.
Yes.
Serious?
Yes.
And with me and Coach Johnson, we get to not only preview the Big Ten Conference this Wednesday, but we also get to look at Week 0.
So ridiculous. The fact they have a week they call Week 0.
Do I need to cut out a part of the show for you to go off about Week 0 for Wednesday? I take that as a yes. I take that as a yes.
I didn't say a thing. I did not say anything.
I take that as a yes.
I love everything that the NCAA is doing. I back Week 0.
No, you don't.
You can see the lie in his eyes.
Lying self.
Mischievous lying.
Speaking of Wednesday, me and Coach Johnson, that's at 3 Easter, 3:30 Easter. And then 5 hours later, 8:30 Eastern, that guy down there rocking the
Elite
Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles Elite.
Yeah. You know what? I might just keep on bearing down the gridiron this week and talk about Miami even though y'all talking about a different conference.
Yeah, you missed that opportunity, didn't you?
Hey, yeah. I was asleep.
Unfortunately, work decided I had to miss it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I was asleep, bro. Like I was sitting there ready too. I had my stuff up. Sleep is undefeated, bro.
Now, let's get back to it. Let's have a conversation, gentlemen.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
I'm always down for conversation.
And you want to know what the conversation is going to be about?
Kind of scared.
Please enlighten us, Mr. Solins.
Here's your MVP race.
She took my girl all the way out the MVP race, didn't you?
Oh, wow, that's cold.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that.
Took my girl all the way out? That's cold.
There's a reason for that. You know.
Well, then.
When I did my due diligence, I had to look at the numbers, and I'm like, numbers don't quite compare to these three.
Yeah, I do agree. I think, man.
So, as you can see the numbers, and let me go through them real quick. Nafisa Collier, despite her being out for a very long time, by the way, steals number 1 in scoring. She's 8th in rebounding, 2nd in steals, 4th in blocks.
There's no question she's doing her thing. There's no question.
The queen, Miss Wilson, 2nd in scoring, 1st in rebounds, 6th in steals, 1st in blocks. And then you have Miss Alyssa Thomas down in Phoenix, 2nd in rebounding, 1st in assists, and tied for 3rd with steals. So these are your 3 candidates for MVP. Technically, in my opinion, it's only 2. It's a 2-man race, if you ask me, to be quite honest with you.
It's a 2-woman race. I agree with you. And it took this stretch over the past couple of weeks for it to be 2. Because I was about to say it's almost a slam dunk.
So, could we, Mr. Cole Johnson, Kuma Gang, could we be yet again seeing the downfall of Nafisa Collier's MVP candidacy because she can't stay on the court?
Unequivocally, yes.
Unequivocally, yes. Ooh.
The best ability is what?
Availability, sir.
So if you're injured, you're not what?
You're not available.
So therefore, how can you be the MVP if you playing like you Anthony Davis?
Oh, whoa!
Make it make sense.
Don't say that you're calling Miss Collier the female version of Mr. Glass.
Nah, because it's only been no, not yet. There hasn't been enough of years of her being consistently hurt for that. But she definitely this year is Miss Glass. Chuck would say that she is an honorary
Remember
member.
last year, Cole, we had this
Plain clothes.
conversation, and the Fisa Car was doing her thing. She got injured, and then Asia Wilson started to run away with the race.
Right.
Because there was nobody else that can compete with Miss Wilson.
Right. About
This year,
I was about to say we're almost about to see the same thing. The only
this
difference
year,
is,
Cool McCain, we've been hearing the MVP chants all around the WNBA, and Cool McCain was like, "Hold on, pump your brakes. As long as 22 is still in Vegas, she will have something to say."
Stop playing with her. I'm gonna revisit earlier. Put some respect on her.
And then all of a sudden, the Fisa Car gets hurt, and then Asia Wilson, and all of a sudden, Asia Wilson's coming for her throne.
Put some respect on her.
yeah,
So yet again,
Asia wants to be back to back MVP.
So yet
Bad.
again,
Bad.
Nafisa Karya's body's gonna let her down in the MVP race.
Put some respect on her.
Yeah, she wants to be back to back MVP. Bad. You could tell.
Asia said she dominates the WNBA.
Mm-hmm. You could tell she loves being considered the number one player in the WNBA.
And you know the ironic thing about this, when it comes to them two. You know what turned the Aces around? That 53-point ass whooping Minnesota gave them, which actually is the game that the Fisa Karya got hurt because they was up 40 and she was still in the game.
That's on her coach.
Yep.
So look how all this ties in together.
Blame her on her coach and her body.
Wow.
Because this is amazing. You just took the Fisa Karya out anytime before the injury. Maybe she'd still be the runaway MVP right now.
She would not, because again, you are not putting no respect on her. I told you. Put some respect on her.
Do I need to show you the statistics again?
Put some respect on her.
Because that woman was balling her butts off, and it's like, well, good gracious.
And Asia Wilson is balling now.
Yeah, she is balling.
Yeah, it took an injured piece of Karya. That's the problem.
Respect on her. Asia Wilson herself had a couple of little nicks and knacks, so she missed some games too.
She ain't missed this many.
But I'm saying, don't forget, when you start missing games, you got to work yourself back into game shape. So now we are seeing MVP Asia Wilson.
Yeah. To your point, that's what we saw with Asia leading to the
All-Star. The problem is, the narrative for the Nafisa army is, Asia's only gaining ground because Nafisa's hurt. Is that part of it? Yes. But if Asia came out there and didn't dominate like she is dominating, she still wouldn't be gaining ground, would she?
No.
We're not going to mention that, are we? We're just going to say it's because Nafisa's hurt. It's a part of it because Nafisa's not on the court. But Asia is raising her level of gameplay at what? The most important time of the season down the stretch. When are MVPs made? They're not made the first month of the year. They're not made in the middle of the season. They're made by maintaining the ability to be there. And then when that part of the season comes, the end of the season, you just start to ascend to a different level, skyrocket. And that's what my girl Asia can do. I
can disprove that from last year's race. Because Nafisa got hurt in what would that be? The code, what? Just part the halfway point of the season? That's how Asia and Asia just ran away with it. It's like nobody else can challenge her.
Right. And the thing
Nafisa's out injured. I'm like, and by the time she got back, it was too late to catch Asia.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But the thing is, you have to play and be there near the end. But that last 10 or so games, that's when you separate yourself. And Asia already to say, look, all these people out here chirping, I'm starting to let the game come to me. I'm not trying to force it like a fart that turns into poop.
And that is dangerous when you guys should have a player
you
in
heard
her
that
prime.
press coverage, didn't you?
Of course.
You heard that press conference.
When you have a player in her prime say, "I'm letting the game come to me,"
instead of forcing.
Instead of forcing, that tells me a myriad of things, but chiefly it tells me, oh, the game has slowed down to a crawl, and you do not want the game to slow down to a crawl for a talent like A'ja Wilson.
And also, it tells me for Alyssa Thomas, Nafisa Collier, and everybody else, there's one word, and Mystical said it best: danger. Thinking you're gonna be the MVP.
Been so long. I'm sorry.
You can be the runner-up. Y'all can fight for the runner-up. But I'm A'ja mother-loving Wilson,
the woman right here.
Can I just get a season where both these ladies are like healthy at the same time, and we can really see what's going on? Because
some respect on her.
Now when A'ja got hurt, she missed probably a week of action. Cool, week about it.
Like a week and a half or so.
Nafisa, she's out, and it's like, when is you coming back?
But that's the thing. That's part of the game, right? Some people are able to, get injury and get back, and some people have injuries that keep them out longer. You know what I'm saying? It's like people want to create this narrative of A'ja only winning because Nafisa got hurt. A'ja was gonna come either way, whether Nafisa's there or not.
Right. A'ja was gonna fight.
She didn't say, "Oh, Nafisa's hurt. Let me start playing better."
No, it's just two things happen. This is ironically happening in the same game.
Yeah. Right.
Who would have thought that game would be the turning point for for this race? That game.
I keep telling y'all, put some respect on it.
Hey, I know there's a certain group out there that don't like it, but guess what? Nafisa got to stay healthy.
She does. She's an honorary plain clothes brigade person.
She got to stay healthy.
Not plain clothes brigade. Oh,
no. Because it's swelling every season, sir. More and more people.
Plain clothes brigade. Oh,
like man. Chauncey Gardner Johnson outside of Philadelphia. Plain clothes brigade.
So, depending on, because I still haven't heard no timetable for Nafisa Collier to return. So I'm looking at A'ja Wilson like, this is yours to win.
Yes, it is.
Oh, she know it. She know it.
And while she's doing it, her team is slowly crawling up to a top 4 seed.
She felt like it was always hers to win.
That's true. That's how athletes think.
Yeah, A'ja was like, "Oh no, I can't beat Nafisa Collier."
Athletes don't think like that. It's how we tell the story.
That crayon's mine. That's how she's thinking. I'm the best player. I'm best player in the world. I'm gonna prove it.
Bam over there. That's right, Bay. That's right, Bay.
Steal. Yeah, bam. You right, baby. Come on, baby.
Right,
Show them, baby. Show them. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can wear my Miami shorts, babe. Win.
That's right.
Yeah, he rocking her Aces shorts. They still need each other clothes.
Yo, he said, "I'm gonna steal her clothes because she stole mine."
Mine.
You gonna steal mine? I steal yours. Crazy part is that he could fit hers.
That's the best of part. That's the best of part.
So
I like them two together. Though. I like them together.
They're cool. I do. I'm with you too. Cool. I like how Bam is with A'ja and vice versa. I like them.
Now we get to the upcoming games to begin the final month stretch of the season. Tomorrow we have a ton of games. Tomorrow.
We got a game that makes sense on TV. What the fudge? 2 of them that make sense. That's wild.
NBA TV.
Wow.
Oh, Lord.
And neither one of them gonna be on ESPN. Neither one of them.
I'm gonna tell you this though.
No, ESPN. No, matter of fact, Cole, I'm about to make you mad. You know why? You brought up ESPN, right?
Yes, sir.
ESPN ain't gonna touch a WNBA game until September 9th.
That's a mother. 3 weeks. They got a contract with this league, and you mean to tell me they're going to just check out of doing anything until the playoffs start? Really? Well, what's the use in having a contract with them?
I'm gonna have to agree with Playmaker. And you.
What's the use in having a contract with them if you're basically going to check out 1/4 of the season?
And you know what the crazy part is? I know what game they waiting on.
Fever Liberty or something like that.
When the Lynx go to Indianapolis.
Oh, Lynx, like I say, Lynx Fever. Yeah.
Yeah.
And guess who they hoping is going to be on the court by then?
Of course, Caitlin Clark.
The standard bearer for the WNBA.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of the Lynx,
the one they're praying is the best player in the league, but she ain't.
The most popular player in the league.
Right.
But we need to see more of the most popular player in the league versus the best player in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that would be
Lord.
the Aces versus the Indianapolis.
To kick off your Tuesday slate, it is round 4.
Okay, so
the
Brooklyn
Liberty gonna get them one.
So Brooklyn's going to be hosting the Lynx again for the second time, I think.
Brooklyn.
And I know in your heart, Playmaker, you hope that it's not the fourth. That the Liberty will actually think on that too. I did not want that to be noticed. I did not want that to be noticed. Cole picked it up.
I picked it up too. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I was like, damn.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
You can see if Playmaker's face, he picked it up. When you get tight right in there, that means he picked it up. You got tight right now.
But there is hope. At least it's in Brooklyn. It's in Barclays. So Cool may have a point.
They ain't gonna let them sweep y'all all 4. Y'all about to take this one.
So tomorrow night you might be pleasantly surprised, and they may get one.
Surprise! We need one.
I believe in Liberty,
but still, you might be still pleasantly surprised because remember, the Liberty are 0 for the season against the Lynx. So here you go.
Do not leave Kayla McBride open.
Are you giving Liberty defensive coaching tips?
I ain't talking about it, but you want to know why we lost Game 3 to the Lynx?
Why did you lose
score more points?
Game 3? Besides that, yes.
I can't help it. I can't help it. My bad. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay.
About the game.
Why Playmaker?
Loose ball. Minnesota picks up the loose ball, and guess who's open on the wing? That's wide open. Nobody over there. Went from being up 1 to down 2.
That's a hard swing too. That is
a hard swing.
But that's what I'm saying. Y'all, it's not like
up 1 with the ball to down 2. Yeah.
And it's not like they just came in there and just like smacked y'all around. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just had some miscues. So you got a chance to correct those. At least be 1-3 again in the season, with the last game being an important win.
You do know those close ones hurt more than anything.
Maybe for you,
you'd rather get skunked than lose by 1, 2, or 3. Yes.
So for me, I would rather, if I'm playing like Minnesota, and we know what Minnesota is this year, I would rather be able to say we can hang with them than they just smacking us around every time. Now, if I'm playing like, Seattle or Vegas or somebody, and you might just go and beat me down. I know we can beat y'all too. But Minnesota, I need to stick with them.
That tips off the slate. 7:30. Connecticut is in the capital. Take on the Mystics. 8 o'clock. The slumping Storm. Cole, whatever you want to call that team in Chicago, I don't even care.
I will say this for Seattle. If you're not 18-18 after this game, y'all need to have a closed door meeting.
I agree. Because the Storm should reign over the sky. There's just no excuse. There is no excuse for the Storm to lose this game. I don't care where they play it. It could be in Seattle or in Chicago. I don't
It
care.
could be in space.
Yes, it does not matter.
Why you jumping in my head, cool?
It could be at Dallas. It doesn't matter where they play this game. The Storm should win it.
The next game on NBA TV takes us to Las Vegas. Two of the hottest teams going right now. Somebody has to cool off in Vegas. Will it be the Dream or will it be the Aces?
My hope is girl Asia goes out there and has a monster game.
But loses.
But they lose to my balanced Dream. And then I come on here next week like my guy do. Shout out to my AAO2 coach for the Georgia Indians. Georgia. Coach Holmes, that was for you, big dog.
And then at 10, and also at 10, the Mercury are heading to the Bay Area to take on the Valkyries. This could be the game of the season for the Valkyries right here.
That might be an interesting game right there.
Phoenix need this one too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's an interesting game because both teams need it to improve their chances in the playoff seeding.
Both teams need it. Who gonna get it?
Mm-hmm.
That's Tuesday. Wednesday. Hey, we got 5 games on Tuesday. Guess how many games we got on Wednesday?
5 again.
2, 5, 1. Well, Cool McCain and Coach Johnson, they can enjoy the show together.
Yes.
Okay.
While Cool be stroking, I'm gonna be laughing. So yes, we're gonna be enjoying it.
I'm like, oh, sparks. Yeah. I have a little spark while watching this game.
Now, Los Angeles, this is not a time to have a letdown game.
It's not.
No, it's not.
Y'all gotta look good. Well, we're gonna do that anyway. And you gotta play good.
And it's Dallas. I'm sorry, my bad.
Well, you know, I'm on the thing, like, you know, I feel like Dallas, the only people that Dallas is the kryptonite for is my Atlanta Dream.
Anytime Cool can see Dallas lose, it makes him happy. That's the simple fact that the Dream, like the most painful game for him is the Wings.
Yeah. Any sport, Dallas. It could be pickleball, wiffle ball, dodgeball.
And see, you say I'm bad, playmaker. You say I'm bad.
He don't go off on Dallas like you do.
Hockey.
But I say the same thing. But I say the same thing.
If anything, when it comes to Dallas with Cool, it's the Cowboys. Anything.
Everybody know. It's everybody.
But that's what I'm saying. Cool is saying the same thing.
I
have no love for the Stars
because that's like the only team that the Dream feel like they have to have a game with.
But he's saying,
and once you get it too, is everybody.
But you know what I'm saying, yeah. But he has no love. He has no love for the Stars. He has no love for the Rangers. He has no love for the Mavericks. He has no love for the Wings. And I know he has no love for the Cowboys. So I'm saying the exact same thing, playmaker.
Cool has a real hatred for the Cowboys.
This is true.
Yes, he does. And
he has a real hatred for the Cowboys.
And his
problem with the Dallas Wings is the fact that for whatever reason, when the Atlanta Dreams on the other side, it's a hell of a game, and Cool has to sweat.
And
normally sweating ain't good enough.
Right. And I'm for that. I'm for all of the hatred.
Oh, I know you're for it, sir. We know you're for it.
We definitely know you're for it.
The hatred he sends to the Wings and the Cowboys.
Because I know Cole's trying to sit here trying to put Cool McCain in the same category with him when it comes to Dallas.
I'm not. It's just I'm just saying. Whenever you see
I hope
Dallas,
high school teams lose, college teams, everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I have said
Cool is just joining in on the phone when it comes to Dallas at this point.
And as I said, there are people who live in the Dallas area that I love.
When it comes, in Dallas on the other hand?
There's people in Dallas I love a lot. I do. Ben, Ivan, There's other people. There's other people on the airways I mentioned too, and I love them, and I don't want anything bad to happen to them or their families.
And shout out to my nephew who is going to school in Dallas, but he's a diehard Eagles fan, and he enjoys walking around with his Eagles gear on. And I make sure he has new gear because got to be able to remind everybody.
Oh, that makes it even more fun. I love it. I love it. Rub it in Cowboys fan faces.
All in.
Please rub it in Cowboys fan faces.
Straight 95% green alcohol.
Rub it in their faces.
And not rubbing it in. We pouring it in.
I love it. But that's all I'm saying. I don't have any hatred toward all people who live in Dallas.
Just most.
Well, he said it. I didn't. Thank you.
That's fair. It's Dallas.
But there's a select few people I love dearly who live in Dallas. So I don't want to see all of Dallas destroyed.
You want to see 80% of it, though.
You're about 92.5%. Just basically
you was not getting out of this. You know that, right?
You know what I'm saying?
You best be cool. Playmaker best me up when he said, if President Trump were to give you the phone and he asked you the question, what city would you like to drop a bomb on first in the United States? I'm like, doggone it. I'm done.
That's a setup.
I'm done. I'm like, doggone it. And I couldn't answer the question. That's what made it even worse. I couldn't even answer the question.
That's a setup.
Exactly, that was a setup. Yeah, I'm like, doggone, man.
I've been around you long enough. I've learned some things.
That was a diabolical setup too.
Like I said, I've been around him long enough. I've learned some things.
Oh my!
I learned some things. I picked up some stuff from Cole Johnson.
Yeah, look, I'll
decided to use it against him.
I'll even go so far as to say I'll actually live there. I would live in Dallas if the opportunity presented itself.
Dallas.
Yeah, if the opportunity presents itself, oh yeah.
And before I go, I make sure I wrap my cars in Eagle stuff.
I would, yes, but I would do so.
I might get a temporary tattoo on my face.
Yes, I would do so wanting to agitate most of the populace there. Yes,
and I would make sure that when I blow my horn, it says "Fly, Eagles, fly."
This is, ladies and gentlemen, what you are learning and experiencing right now is Cool McCain going on a full troll mode to all Cowboys fans.
And I'm 100% for it because most Cowboys fans are absolutely ridiculous.
And then
and with that being said,
I open my window black. I'm in your city. I moved here to terrorize you.
For those of you who are wondering, Cool McCain is actually saying September 4th can't get here fast enough.
I'm in your city.
September 4th can't get here fast enough for Cool McCain.
I love that. I'm in your city talking bad trash about your team.
Anyway, let's get out of here.
Every week in the fall, F your county.
You know what they're gonna say? 5 rings, yeah. And I'm gonna say, name an active player that has a ring from Dallas.
Yeah, and
I said people have had a chance to be born, grow up, and play in the league and be veterans now, and never seen Dallas win a championship.
When they give me that, I'm like, I was like, Lord, man.
And less than an hour
they
from
collected
now,
off these rings. I'm like, you can give me that. How many rings? Crap, all you want? No.
I'm like, we got 3 bronze rings like y'all's bronze rings from the 1900s.
Oh, shit.
But
me and Cool McCain will be back in less than an hour. Monsters Wrestling. I think this week's legendary wrestler of the week is going to be a fun one.
Yes, it will.
It's going to be a very fun one. Also, we will share our thoughts on the Naomi story.
And Emergence.
And this, what took place at Emergence? Did we finally get a new TNA champion?
I'm sorry.
Or will we continue the rule of trick and A?
And we got Heatwave coming up for NXT.
Yes, we do.
That is at 6:30. So 6:30, be back. We'll be live to talk wrestling. Cole Johnson and myself. Wednesday, Big Ten preview, and we'll look at Week 0.
Week 0.
I got some thoughts for Week 0 myself.
That should be fun. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Also, you can hear this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and where else you can find podcasts is at Cool McCain, Cole Johnson. I am the playmaker. We'll catch y'all later.
See ya.
You've done good. You've done great. But you can't stop here. You can't stop now. You gotta keep going. Through all your trials and your tribulations, you gotta keep pushing. Now, finish your canvas.
Yeah, gotta get it out the mud, that's the only way to win. Who am I to point the finger like I never ever seen? Been through the ups and downs like the letter N. They don't let you through the door, better kick that again. Cause that's the only way to win. That's the only way to go. Gotta get it out the mud. Gotta get it out the floor. Cause that's the only way to go. Let's go.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. If you want to follow the podcast, you can follow it on all streaming platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and a whole lot more. This has been Shooting